Good morning. Today we took the drive to the east coast of England to Horsey Gap.
I read that during December and January the seals come over here to have their babies, so hopefully we'll find some.
So let's go see if we can find some seals this morning. We're at the southern end of the North Sea today, and we couldn't have gotten much luckier with the weather, I don't think. It's not raining, it's not real windy, maybe a slight breeze, and it's about 50 degrees out today. So all in all, it's looking like a pretty good day on the southern end of the North Sea. We're gonna go ahead and take this little trail and then go up the berm, and that should bring us to the beach where we'll start seeing the seals. Since it's pupping season, they have a lot of this area roped off, and they have a lot of what they call seal warriors out here to make sure people aren't getting too close to the seals. When the babies are born, if you get too close to them, I guess the mother will abandon them, and so they want to make sure that doesn't happen out here. Well, we made the hike up the berm and to the water. There are a lot of seals out here. We're gonna take a walk along the beach and see how many seals we can see. Maybe we'll see some babies.
We just read that there was over 3,200 pups born this season, so I'm super excited to see if we can find some.
Hopefully we can find some pups. It's a big herd. They say this is the largest seal herd in England. So let's go take a look. Pupping season runs from the end of October until February, and then sometime probably late February into March is when the breeding and molting season begins, and so there'll be thousands of these gray seals that are going to come up on the shoreline here over the next couple of months. 40% of the gray seal population in the world lives here in England. Just off the beach in the berm is a World War II pillbox, and we're going to walk over and check that out here in just a few minutes. When the pups are born, they've got a white fur on them, and after a couple of weeks this will start to turn gray, and then it'll become waterproof. These guys can dive and hold their breath upwards of 30 minutes. The pups will get fed by their mothers about 3 times a day, and after 3 weeks, they will stop nursing and they will be left to be on their own. In addition to being able to hold their breath for a long time, they can dive 220 feet deep. If you get too close, the mothers become a little bit aggressive, kind of like this one that's keeping a close eye on us. Once they finish nursing and are left to be on their own, in a year, their mother will not know that that is their pup. So this area we're coming up on, they called the nursery. There's probably 20 or 30 pups hanging out up here by the fence line. So over the course of the 3 weeks that the pups nurse, they're going to gain an average of 4.5 to 5 pounds per day. They can move pretty quick, but they also get tired really quick. Alright, making our way up to the pillbox. So the pillbox was used during World War II to watch for the Nazi aircraft coming to the shores. And they would be manned by men and women who weren't physically fit or elderly, and that's how they would serve their country. So this mother and her pup got way off the beaten path and are actually on the trail that everybody's supposed to use to walk to the beaches to see the seals. So they had to reroute us just a little bit. Once the pupping and mating season is over, they'll allow people to go back out onto the beach. You can see seals here all year round, but you're going to see the greatest numbers in late fall into winter and then early spring. Alright, well, we've walked about 1.5 miles, 2 miles so far down the beach looking at seals. I'm going to go ahead and head back to the car and stop in one of these towns, see if we can find a pub to grab some lunch in.
It's an overall great experience. If you're ever in this area, I highly recommend it. It's so warm feeling and the seals are so cute. It's really an awesome experience.
Very, very cool. We decided to come over to Greater Yarmouth for lunch and kind of check out the seaside town. A lot of stuff is closed for the season, but very Las Vegas-y kind of feel. You got Circus, the Flamingo, the Golden Nugget. Pretty cool. So we're gonna walk down and see what we can find. Hopefully we find a good pub to grab some food at and see what else Greater Yarmouth has to offer us this afternoon. So not really like Vegas. These are actually arcades for kids. And then in the back, there's a couple of rooms that have video poker and various slot machines that adults can play. Definitely a place we're gonna have to check out this summer when the weather's better and everything is open. Gonna stop in the Marine and see what we can find for lunch. So we ended up grabbing a couple of burgers, some chips, and a couple of pints. And that's gonna be a wrap for today. Until the next video.